Hey everybody, it's Karen Bryan for MMA Heat. I'm talking with Nick Hein. He is facing James Vick down in Austin at a UFC Fight Night. It's going to be headlined by Cub Swanson and Frankie Edgar. And Nick, thank you so much for taking the time. I love when I get to kind of expand my horizons and talk to the European fighter. So I really appreciate you taking the time tonight. How's everything going just a couple days before your fight?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me, and thank you for taking your time to talk to the Europeans and the German fighters.
Yes.
You know, I know we all have the strong accent. You
Yes,
know,
you do.
like Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I know. And
It's funny. Well, I actually just saw, speaking of Germans, I just saw Dennis Seaver yesterday because I was out at the Time Is Now, press conference and everything. So it was great. So I like languages. I gotta be honest with you. German is something that I don't know. I can count to 12 in German, and I learned that years
you can.
ago. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Impressive.
Right?
That was impressive.
And the word for pineapple is ananas, right?
Ananas, genau.
Okay, how random is this? I actually learned that as a 12-year-old kid on vacation in Jamaica, like hanging out with some German kids. So, and I've never forgotten it. So that's about all I can do.
That's good. That's good. And the pronunciation was perfect.
Really? Right
Yeah.
on. High five to me. So, it's funny that you bring up, saying that talking to the German fighters. Dennis Seaver is one that we know. He's been around for a while, but you kind of burst onto the scene when Mark Munoz was facing Gegard Mousasi. We saw you against Drew Dober, and you had a nice victory there. So how are you feeling going into your second fight in the UFC? Now, that was a really good fight, and now it's kind of like people are like, wait a minute, who's this guy? Do you feel like, now is the time for you to really start to make an impression?
Definitely, because everyone knows if you wanna star, if you wanna shine, you need to go to America, to the States, and being here now for I don't know 4 days or
Yeah.
something, already realized, everything is so much bigger, the it's just huge, and I must admit, it's a little bit impressive,
Is it?
it is, and compared to Berlin, as everything is a little bit bigger, I need to go back to myself and focus, and remind myself, what am I here for? This is really, I think this is my biggest challenge up to date, and I'm really excited for that, and yeah, so I mean, we already planned a lot of stuff, but you never know what's going to happen, and I'm really excited. Fight week just begun,
Yeah.
and yeah, let's see what's next.
Very
What's
nice.
going
So
to?
this is your first time in the States then?
Yes, it is.
Well, and you started in Texas. I mean, the whole thing is that everything's bigger in Texas. So you not only came to the States where everything's big, you then upped it by going to Texas, which is like a whole other level.
Yes, it is. Actually, being here, it's all like as I imagined.
Yeah.
Like we saw, like the sheriffs. They wear the cowboy hats.
Right, right,
So I saw a lot of fast food restaurants, and I'm so it breaks my heart. Because I want to taste all this.
No, don't do it.
I want it. I want to eat it. And I still have to wait.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. It's impressive.
It
Yeah.
is. Well, I tell you, Texas certainly is known for their steaks. They're, are amazing. Um, yeah, so maybe after weigh-ins or maybe Saturday night after you fight, you can treat yourself. I don't, don't do anything unusual before your fight because yeah, you don't want to throw off your routine. But I mean, the steaks are if you eat red meat, they are pretty spectacular. So
I already heard that, and I already planned something really good. Yeah,
very
I'm
nice.
getting excited. Yeah.
Nice. Well, so now how do you, how did you feel? A lot of people when they make their UFC debut, they're very nervous, and you had the good fortune of being able to do it in Germany. But how did you feel about, about your first performance? Was it everything you hoped it would be? Did you perform the way you'd hoped to?
Yes, everything went really perfect. When I remember all the kind of like pressure that I had on my shoulders. Being like a new representative for
Yeah.
Germany, and I remember when I walked in the O2 arena, everything like the pressure, all the fear was gone, and it was like a big party,
Yeah,
There
yeah,
was
yeah.
a party in front of 10,000 friends,
Right.
The the fight went just perfect. It was exciting,
Hmm.
At the end, my hand got raised, and yeah, it was an awesome experience, and I would love to repeat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this matchup? You know, I guess most people are kind of highlighting the height difference between the two of you. But stylistically, what do you make of the matchup?
Size is not everything. I have
Well,
a
no, it's important.
yeah.
Don't let a
Size,
woman ever tell you it's not, Nick, because she's lying.
yeah, yeah. But also the technique
Yes,
is.
well, very.
I had 10 weeks to prepare my technique
Yes.
and my tactics and everything like my condition,
Mhm.
and I feel well prepared. I know reach might be like his advantage,
Mhm.
but it's not that we are fighting like on one line.
Right.
The octagon allows many movements and
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah, we will see. Of course, there's many stuff that people say he has like an advantage. I mean, it's his home.
Mhm.
He comes to Texas
Yes,
and
he
stuff.
is, right.
But this can also like shoot back at you. Something like this can also be like pressure,
Hmm.
and so we will see on Saturday.
Yeah, he may not feel like he's walking out to 10,000 friends. It may make him more nervous. So,
He needs to consider one thing, and people should consider that too. He's from Dallas. We are fighting in Austin, and I heard Austin and Dallas. There's some kind of
okay.
tense relationship. So we will see on Saturday how this is going to work out for him.
Yeah, we will see. Now, for those who don't know your pedigree, you have a background in judo. That's, I guess, where you started, right? Black belt in
Yeah.
judo. But how would you describe your style? Because I feel like sometimes, we see, newcomers, and we're kind of like, well, I'm not sure who he is, and maybe somebody says he's a ground and pound guy, or judo obviously signifies something. Judo is so in people's minds because of Ronda Rousey. We know what that means. We've seen those throws. But how would you describe your style?
Well, if I had to compare myself, like the style, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go too big because the guy I kind of also look up to is Johnny Hendricks,
Hmm.
and he's the champion. I wouldn't compare
Yeah.
myself to the champion, but style-wise, I would say it's a little bit like his style. We both come from a judo or wrestling
Hmm.
background, but we like to throw the fists.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say it goes in this direction. I like to use my wrestling or my judo, and but nevertheless, I also like to throw bombs.
Nice.
So kind of this stuff.
And are you're a southpaw too? No, yeah.
Pardon?
You're left-handed,
Yes, yeah, I
just
am.
like Johnny there with the big left
Yes,
hand.
yes, exactly like this. Yes, I was able to see him train a little bit like yesterday
Yeah, that's right. I
because
saw that on Twitter. So yeah, so was that amazing?
yeah, so cool. All the gym. We were like Ted, like the owner, the chef. He was showing us around, and we met all the cool guys,
Yeah.
and man, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny's great. I'm excited for his fight with Robbie.
me
Their
too.
first one was so good, and it's just Johnny's a guy that's really hard not to like. Like, you spend 2 minutes around the guy, and he's great. He's great.
I mean, we came to his gym, and we
Mhm.
were just some foreigners, but he came to us. He was talking to us at least 10, 15 minutes. He was really like giving us like a inside view and introduction and
Yeah.
stuff. He was just awesome.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting um, that you were talking about when you were debuting in Germany, and the big spectacle of the whole thing. But you do have a history, as a performer as well. If anybody looks at your Wikipedia page, it says that you're not only a fighter, but you're also a policeman and an actor. How much acting have you done? I know it said something about a German television series, but I'm not familiar with it. So how much has that been a part of your life?
Well, it was just something that fell into my lap actually, like in the middle of last year. I never went to acting school.
No.
I never attended something like this, but I got like a main role in a comedy show.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a comedy.
I'm
Okay.
pretty funny.
Is
I'm
it
pretty
funny?
funny.
Because to be honest with you, when I think German, I don't think funny necessarily right away.
What? What are you talking about? That's come on, we are really funny. You just need to listen to us when we talk. No, seriously. The thing is, yeah, we also like to laugh,
I'm
you
sure
know.
you do. I'm sure you do.
You
Yeah.
know, also when I mean we are especially in this show, we have a really special sense of humor. You know,
Hmm.
it's a kind of dark humor,
Hmm.
and in the show, I'm playing like a Undertaker. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and you know, and there's not what is there more funny than the Undertaker
Right.
business, right?
Sure.
So this is what we Germans think is funny. No, no, seriously. So we're making really a lot of like dark humor jokes
Hmm.
there. Yeah, I mean, I had this year we had the first whole season,
Hmm.
and right now, like tomorrow, like in Germany, they will air another show,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I mean, it was like 2 months of work
Hmm.
after my last fight. It was cool. It was a nice experience. It's something different, you know,
Right.
and but it's something it's something maybe for the future. After the fighting, I could do again. I don't know. You know, it's cool.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, Ronda Rousey is working movies into her fighting career, and certainly your ability to fight and do that kind of thing lends itself, maybe not perhaps to an Undertaker role, but but certainly to other roles. So it's a
This,
nice
this,
thing to have in your back pocket.
yes, definitely. Of course, it offers a lot of opportunities for new sponsors. You know, there's
Yeah.
like Undertaker, you know, there's you see the connection, right? Uh,
Yeah, nice. No, and the other job you have is a policeman. Yes, is that still something that you
yes.
actively do?
Yes. Right now, like in my preparation till the
Hmm.
fight, I was able to take some time off and really focus professionally. And I mean, you must consider that in Germany, you know, we are really working hard on trying to establish the sport of MMA.
Hmm.
But nevertheless, as long as it's not broadcasted in TV, you know, it's still hard to make a living out of being a fighter, you know. And everyone comes from different like roots, you know. And I started as a police officer, and I'm really grateful to this job, and I'm still doing that. But they give me the time to prepare professionally when I have a fight. So actually, like when my fight is this weekend, you know, when I go back to Germany, I have to work
Oh, do
immediately.
you? Oh my. Well, it's funny. Paulo Tiago down in Brazil was also a member of special forces
Oh,
police. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Exactly. What would you say is more dangerous, fighting or being a policeman?
Definitely being a policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, you know, all the support, all the doctors, all
Mhm.
the like people caring for you. I wish I had that kind of stuff during my duty, you know, all the
Right.
people around me like, oh, you're okay, you know, you feel dizzy or something, you know, all
Right.
the doctors checking me out when something happens, you know, this is not this is not
Right.
going to happen. You're you're by yourself, so definitely work is more dangerous.
And what kind of policing do you do? I mean, are you the guy that's kind of cruising around? Are you a beat cop? Are you? I mean, what kind of stuff do you do?
I am an ordinary patrol officer, you
Yeah.
know, doing like, you know, Zugel, you know, like doing on the phone, you know, like
Right.
asking for,
Copy that. Yeah. Car 54. Where
yeah,
are you? Right.
172, we're now on the patrol, you know, like this kind of stuff, you
Yeah.
know. Actually, most of the time I get just asked for directions. So this is, yeah, it's true.
Very dangerous, Nick. Very,
Uh,
very dangerous.
yeah, yeah, they can,
And do
you
you
know.
know? Because most men don't know how to give directions anyway.
Yeah, me, actually, I don't. I just pretend because they believe me. I wear the uniform.
Right, right, exactly, exactly. So, what is that? Is it something though that you're willing to give up? Because certainly, a lot of fighters have day jobs, but there comes that that critical point where you can't become a better fighter if you've got to go to a day job, and if you need to make the money at your day job, though, you may not be able to make it as a fighter. So, is there something in your mind, a certain number of fights or a certain success rate that you have where you feel like you would go all in and just be a fighter?
Yes, definitely. I think there's the opportunity, like, to take some time off the police.
Hmm.
You know, like a unpaid holiday or something
Yeah.
like this. I'm definitely going for something like this because, I mean, it's all in God's hands. I believe in God really deeply, you know, and I
Hmm.
think, you know, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, first of all, this weekend I'm going to fight James, and then we will see what's going to be next. But, you know, if there's more fights waiting for me, also in like close distance, I think I should take off because it's getting more and more intense. And as we are now, we made some contacts here in the States as well, and I see how professionally they prepare, and it's like, wow, you reconsider everything, you rethink everything, how what you did and what you could do better.
Well, certainly too, though, if you do go full time, I mean, as it is already, you're in the deep water with the 155 division is incredibly difficult, and so many good guys. But I'm curious, for you, are there fighters that you see, and it doesn't have to be at 155, but in other divisions that you admire, that you sort of look at their career path and go, yeah, that's how I want to, that's how I want to progress through this.
Oh man, there's so many names. I mean, the good thing about the UFC is, really the best of the best fight each other, and they fight each other. It's not like in other combat sports, where they never face each other, and you have like
Floyd and Manny have never gone together.
Yeah, exactly. So there's so many names, and I don't know. I mean, consider the champions of former days and today. They're all really impressive. I don't really want to pick one because. It wouldn't be right, but I mean, we are really also in Germany. We have our role models, in the States and all over the world, which we look up to, and yeah, it's definitely something we try to follow. I try to follow as well. I want to be maybe one time be considered as one of the pioneers of European MMA and German MMA. So I want to do what I have to do.
Well, you have a great opportunity to do so, because otherwise, like I said, the name everybody else knows is pretty much just Dennis Siver. And so I feel like there is a great opportunity for you. And, yesterday the UFC announced they want to do more shows, internationally, and they're looking to maybe do one in Poland. And there's a great girl who's fighting out of Poland now, and I know there's other Polish men that are fighting as well. But I do feel like you have a great opportunity to really make a name for yourself, because there are so few, and, you have a lot going for you. Obviously, you're already articulate, and you've already been on television, and you're also this and you're also that. I feel like you're in a great position, to really catapult yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You just gotta win.
but like hearing that from you, I need to say one thing. Many people don't know nothing about MMA in Germany, but they know Karen Bryant.
Really?
So coming out of your mouth, makes me really proud. So thank you very much.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And actually, I'm going to backtrack on something I just said, because I said you need to win to make your name, and honestly, you don't. I don't know if you saw Alan Jouban fight the other day. He fought Warley Alves down in Brazil, and it was his second fight. And, Alan came out, his first fight, he had fight of the night, and then the next fight just a couple weekends ago, it didn't go his way, but he put on an incredible fight. And I feel like that is the truth. You don't have to win. You just got to go out there and do something. You know what I mean? Make us feel something. Yes. And that's how you make your impact, and that's how you win fans. I don't think you have to only win, to gain fans.
Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
So who gave you the shiner?
One of my, actually I wanted to say my wife, but
did she? Right.
But it was one of my training partners. It
Oh,
was a elbow, and yeah, it happens.
It does. But
contact.
You shouldn't still be going too hard. You're close to the fight. When did it happen?
Oh, it happened a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Actually, it's just, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, you have to move fast, and get out of the way. Then,
Out of the way. And keep your hands up. And take more vitamin C, because I think that helps with bruising.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Absolutely. So, with it being your second fight week, I mean, are you, is it fun, or does, as you get closer and as you see Burt Watson a little more, and as you see the rest of the guys coming in and this and that, are you a guy that gets a little bit more, do you start to feel the pressure build up, or the closer you get, are you the type that just feels like it's playtime now?
I think a bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I would say it doesn't, impress me at all. As I told you before, everything is so big.
Mm-hmm.
So now, as my whole team is arriving, I mean, I didn't come here just to make vacation. I could have come here with one trainer and relax and have really a stressless preparation. But I wanted to have all the people around me that I need, because I didn't come here just for fun. You know, this is for me serious. So right now, like as we are all arriving time after time, you know, it's still a little bit like confusing. Like where's this person? Where's this
Right.
person? Actually, as I told you before, I didn't even have a computer, so I called somebody who's driving around, like making everyone confused. Like we
Right.
need a computer, we need to download
Yeah,
Skype, and
yeah.
so right now it's still a little bit exciting, and maybe also like everyone is a little nervous, but as we're getting closer to the fight, you know, everything is getting more and more in order,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to create the environment around me that I need, you know, to
Mhm.
feel comfortable, to feel at home. So as people are already like on the run, and you know,
Yeah.
I think tomorrow everyone will have arrived, so I think I'm going to get really relaxed the
Nice.
closer we get, you know.
Nice. And are you close to your weight?
What was the question?
That's a no. That's a no. You gotta get on that, Nick.
I think we are on time, but you know, nevertheless, it's never you know, you always have to. For me, you know, making weight is always something I hate this part, but it's necessary. So but I will be on my weight on Friday.
Because you are, you're thickly built. You know what I mean? You have a lot of muscle, a lot of muscle. No, I didn't say fat.
No, I'm joking.
Thickly built,
Yeah.
which which seems to be working for you. But yeah, it seems like you have a lot of muscle mass. So yeah, is it generally though? I mean, are you in general you an eater? You know what I mean? It's hard for you to sacrifice.
Man, I love eating, you know. But the thing is, I'm, I really do. But you know, actually, this time the weight cut is for me is easier than the time before,
Mm,
because then, like in Berlin, actually was my first time
mm.
fighting 155 pounds. Now it's my second time, and
Yeah.
everything was smoother. You know,
Mhm.
I feel more relaxed, so it's okay.
Great.
It's working.
Awesome. Well, I will be anchoring the weigh-in show on Fox, so I will see you on the scale. So give us
Cool.
a wave.
I will do that. I will do that.
Very nice. And
Def-
I wish you the best of luck. And, your first fight against Drew was very exciting. And so I'm just looking forward to another great fight from you. And I appreciate you taking the time. I know it's late. You got to get your beauty sleep and that whole bit. So really appreciate it.
Really, I mean it. It's not like I don't want to overdo my compliments, but I really enjoyed the time with you, and I would talk to you anytime again. It is a pleasure. Thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Awesome. All right. Well, great. Well, we'll see you on Friday. Thanks so much. Best of luck to you.
Yes, thank you very much, Karen. Bye bye.
Bye.